Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us to mark the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect. I am 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie from HKEX, and I will be your MC today. This stream from today's event is available in 3 languages: English, Cantonese, and Mandarin. Please select your preferred language at the top right-hand corner on your screen. We are privileged to have guests from the Securities and Futures Commission, Shanghai Stock Exchange, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, China Securities Depository and Clearing Corporation Limited, and representatives from HKEX here today. The inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect marks a milestone in our mainland Hong Kong Mutual Market Access Program, which will provide investors with more cross-border investment choices and support the growth of ETF markets in both mainland and Hong Kong. To begin today's celebration, we are pleased to welcome Ms. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie, Executive Director of Investment Products at the Securities and Futures Commission, to offer some remarks on today's milestone event. Ms. Choi, please.
Good morning. This is an exciting and long-awaited day for regulators, exchanges, and market participants in both the mainland and Hong Kong financial markets. First of all, I would like to thank the central government, the HKSAR government, and the CSRC for their support for ETF Connect. Without them, we would not be here for the launch of ETF Connect today. ETF Connect is an important milestone as it signifies the further expansion of the Stock Connect program beyond the trading of stocks for the first time. ETFs are now eligible for trading under this link. Hong Kong's ETF market has gone through tremendous growth over the years. Since the listing of the first ETF in 1999, the market capitalization of the Hong Kong ETF market has grown about 10 times, and the average daily turnover has grown about 20 times. In the past few years, the Hong Kong ETF market continued to see remarkable growth in terms of size, liquidity, and product breadth. At the same time, a wider variety of thematic ETFs became available in the mainland, expanding the range of products there. Both markets expect such growth to continue and to be bolstered by ETF Connect, as starting today, mainland and Hong Kong investors can trade eligible ETFs listed on each other's exchanges through their local securities firms or brokers. This unique link will broaden the investor base for both the Hong Kong and mainland ETF markets. It will spur greater demand, boosting capital flows and liquidity. Not only that, by facilitating the allocation of offshore assets by mainland investors, ETF Connect offers new opportunities for Hong Kong ETF managers to grow their assets under management. This will capitalize Hong Kong's growth as an ETF hub in Asia-Pacific and underscore Hong Kong's role as a super connector with the mainland. ETF Connect is the most efficient way for ETF managers to make their products available on a cross-border basis without going through additional product-by-product registration or authorization, or dealing with the listing process. Similar to other mutual market access programs, regulators have adopted a gradual and prudent approach at the initial phase. We are committed to enhancing the scheme and will work closely with the CSRC, the mainland exchanges, and HKEX going forward. Finally, let me congratulate HKEX, Shanghai Stock Exchange, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, and China Clear for their tireless efforts and outstanding work in making ETF Connect happen. Together, we made another breakthrough in the integration of our financial markets with the launch of ETF Connect. We look forward to seeing more connectivity with the mainland market in the near future. Thank you again, and let me wish you all good health and success in the future.
Thank you, Ms. Choi. Now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗇, President of Shanghai Stock Exchange, to say a few words. Mr. 𝗙cie, please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the online ceremony of the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect. This year marks the 25th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to the People's Republic of China, coordinated by CSRC and the SFC, and through the communication and cooperation between the 3 stock exchanges and 2 clearing and settlement institutions in Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong, ETF products are officially included in Stock Connect today. This is another major step since the launch of Stock Connect in deepening the cooperation between the capital markets of mainland and Hong Kong for further opening. On behalf of Shanghai Stock Exchange, I would like to take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to our distinguished guests and friends for your care and support for our reform and development. Since the official launch of the Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect in 2014, the product scope of the scheme has broadened and its mechanism has enhanced over time, making it an important channel for the cross-market investment of domestic and overseas investors. In recent years, the turnover of the Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect has gradually increased with a cumulative turnover of 52 trillion yuan. Meanwhile, in recent years, the development of the ETF market on SSE has also yielded fruitful results. At present, the total of 437 ETFs are listed for trading, with a market value of 1.2 trillion yuan and a turnover of 6.6 trillion yuan, ranking first in Asia. The successful inclusion of ETFs is an important step in deepening the reform and innovation of the Stock Connect mechanism. It is of great significance and far-reaching influence. It will help Stock Connect further its constructive role in facilitating the cross-border investment by domestic and overseas investors. It will also help enhance the internationalization of SSE and provide new opportunities for the development of our ETF market. It will also help the asset managers and securities companies in the mainland and Hong Kong to further improve their services and strengthen the status of Shanghai and Hong Kong as international financial centers. As a next step, under the instruction of CSRC, SSE will further strengthen our communication and collaboration with the stock exchanges, clearing and settlement institutions and market participants from the mainland and Hong Kong, continue to optimize cross-border trading arrangements such as Stock Connect, actively create a market environment conducive to the entry of medium and long-term funds, and promote the cooperation and coordinated development with the Hong Kong market. To conclude, I wish the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. 𝗙cie. Now, we are delighted to have Ms. Xia Yan, President and Chief Executive Officer of Shenzhen Stock Exchange, to give us her perspective on today's launch. Ms. Xia, please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. At this 25th anniversary of Hong Kong's returning to the motherland, we hold launch ceremony for the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect via online streaming. It gives me great pleasure to join you in witnessing the historic moment. On behalf of Shenzhen Stock Exchange, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to leaders and friends for your continued care and support for the reform and development of Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Since the launch of Shenzhen Hong Kong Stock Connect in 2016, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, giving full play to its location advantage, continued to strengthen communication with HKEX to enhance market supervision and its services. Under the guidance of CSRC and the SFC, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, joined by Shanghai Stock Exchange, HKEX, and CSDC, continue to work on the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect. The breakthrough today marks a new step forward in serving the two-way opening up of capital markets. ETF is widely recognized by investors at home and abroad as an investment product that offers diversification, benefits, openness, and transparencies at a low cost and high efficiency. The inclusion of ETFs as an eligible type of security in Stock Connect scheme will enrich cross-border investment choices, provide more investment convenience and opportunities for domestic and foreign investors, and promote the sustainable, stable, and healthy development of the mainland and Hong Kong markets. It is an important initiative in implementing China's opening up strategy, as well as supporting Hong Kong in strengthening its status as an international financial hub. It is also another landmark achievement in enhancing the Stock Connect mechanism. We will work closely with relevant parties to ensure stable and orderly implementation of the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect and continue to deepen our win-win cooperation. At this new starting point, SCSE will firmly implement the strategy of opening up China's financial markets as proposed by CPC Central Committee and the State Council. Under the strong leadership of CSRC, Shenzhen Stock Exchange will strive to develop an innovative capital center and a world-class exchange. Together, we will unswervingly promote the two-way opening up of China's capital markets, as well as provide new momentums in the development of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Xia. Now, I'd like to invite Mr. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹cie𝘄, our Chief Executive Officer, to give a short speech on today's landmark event. Mr. 𝗙cie, please.
Good morning. A very warm welcome to everyone as we celebrate the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect. I am delighted to see you all here. This is an exciting moment for HKEX. It marks the latest development in our commitment to enhance the vibrancy, diversity, and attractiveness of our markets. It will further strengthen Hong Kong's position as a super connector between China and the world, and it will add to the broad range of products on our market. Right now, a once-in-a-generation change is shaping global markets. We call it the Big Bang of finance. And China is right at the heart of it. As China's economy grows, its households will increasingly reallocate wealth to capital markets. As a result, its onshore markets are expected to grow to over $100 trillion in the next decade. We believe this will lead to a massive two-way capital flow into and out of mainland China. It will reshape the future of global financial markets for years to come. With its strong connections to mainland China, Hong Kong is in a unique position to facilitate this evolution. Our pioneering Stock Connect scheme has been instrumental in supporting these two-way capital flows. Since its launch in 2014, the scheme's northbound channel has brought a net inflow of over 1.6 trillion renminbi to the mainland stock market. And the southbound channel has attracted over 2.3 trillion Hong Kong dollars to Hong Kong's stock market. Today, Stock Connect's coverage broadens to include ETFs. This is the beginning of an exciting new phase. International investors will have the opportunity to gain much more exposure to the mainland ETF market. Mainland investors will have many more opportunities to diversify their portfolio through a cost-efficient, transparent, and flexible investment vehicle. ETFs are one of the fastest-growing segments on our markets. The AUM of Hong Kong-listed ETFs has reached a record high of over 430 billion Hong Kong dollars. Average daily turnover has exceeded 11 billion Hong Kong dollars. This represents 8% of Hong Kong's cash market turnover, up from only 4% in 2018. In 2021 alone, we listed 33 new ETF products and attracted new capital inflow of 80 billion Hong Kong dollars. And over the years, we've continuously improved the competitiveness of our market structure and expanded our product ecosystem. The inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect signifies our ambition to enhance our ETF franchise. It will help boost the vibrancy, diversity, and liquidity of our ETF markets. It will reinforce Hong Kong's position as Asia's ETF marketplace. On this note, let me express my gratitude to the regulators and partner exchanges across mainland and Hong Kong, again, for their strong support in delivering this exciting new chapter. The inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect could not have been done without the close collaboration between these parties and the support of our whole community. We look forward to continue working together as we further enhance the vibrancy of our markets. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Aguzin. Finally, I'd like to invite Mr. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝟐, General Manager of China Securities Depository and Clearing Corporation Limited, to say a few words. Mr. Kong, please.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As the Hong Kong SAR celebrates the 25th anniversary of its establishment, with the coordinated arrangements of CSRC and the SFC, as well as the joint efforts of all parties involved, we are excited to welcome the official launch of the inclusion of ETFs into Stock Connect. As another major step in the two-way opening up of China's capital market, the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect represents an important move towards enhancing market access between mainland and Hong Kong and promoting mutual development of the two markets. At the end of 2020, CSDC standardized ETF settlement models in Shanghai and Shenzhen markets, which paved the way for the inclusion of the ETFs in Stock Connect. For more than a year, CSDC has been working closely with Shanghai Stock Exchange, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, HKEX, HKSCC on the project design, regulatory mechanism, and technological setup of the inclusion. We have also worked with settlement participants, fund companies, and other market entities to prepare their IT systems for the inclusion. Therefore, on behalf of CSDC, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all parties involved in this project. Looking into the future under the leadership of CSRC and the SFC, we will continue to work together with Shanghai Stock Exchange, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, HKEX, HKSCC, and market entities to optimize and improve the Stock Connect scheme, so as to provide more secure, efficient, and convenient services for investors of the two markets, and continue to enhance the connectivity between the mainland and Hong Kong markets. Last but not least, we wish this project a complete success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kong. Now, it is almost time to strike the gong. So we welcome back HKEX Chief Executive Officer, Mr. 𝗙cie Aguzin, and Co-Chief Operating Officer and Co-Head of Markets, Mr. Wilfred Yu, to the stage. At 9:30 sharp, we will strike the gong together with Shanghai Stock Exchange, Shenzhen Stock Exchange, and China Securities Depository and Clearing Corporation Limited. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, strike! Thank you, everyone. With the inclusion of ETFs in Stock Connect, we have started a new chapter in mainland Hong Kong cross-border investment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of the launch ceremony stream. If you would like to rewatch today's broadcast, please visit the HKEX website. Thank you very much for joining today. We look forward to seeing you again in the future.